I wanted to address the item on the agenda G1, the common bond, Claire Meadows, I think it's listed as that, the change to the Unified Development Ordinance. Alderman Ryan and I have looked into this pretty extensively, into common bond communities, and we want to share some information with the council before you make any decisions on this. And I ask that you strongly consider whether Franklin taxpayers really want to open the door on this kind of development proposed by common bond, and here's why. Our research found that Joseph Schwenker, the applicant, is simply a representative of common bond. He is not the developer, nor is he a payroll employee of common bond communities. I've seen on a number of occasions, and most recently, when projects like this are being discussed before the council, the last one comes to mind is Carstenson's Sanctuary Lake. Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Am I?
Oh, I'm trying to get back into work. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm listening.
According to a March 24 email we received from Mr. Schwenker, this housing unit is a senior apartment designed for independent living for persons ages 62 and over. Rents are based on 30% of the income level of the resident. Common bond property will have tax exempt status on this property. That again is according to their representative. And I'm going to remind this body that the city is facing a property tax implications having to do with the recently sold senior apartment complex, which was underassessed by $7 million by the city assessor's office, and that is the Brentwood Apartments, senior apartments. Again, according to Mr. Schwenker, common bond has senior communities in Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin. Wisconsin has, by statute, complete tax exemption for properties held by nonprofit organizations like common bond, and 2 of the common bond 5 properties in Wisconsin qualify for this exemption, which allows common bond to keep rents even more affordable to residents who live on Social Security and other small fixed incomes. You have to set this down. According to their website, Common Bond is the Midwest's largest nonprofit provider of affordable housing and with services. Has served the region for over 40 years. It develops, owns, and manages 5,000 affordable rental apartments, and that is politically correct for low-income apartments, and townhouses throughout 50 cities in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa. Close to 8,000 people, families, seniors, and people with disabilities and other barriers call Common Bond home. So you see, it's not, if we're opening a door here, that this is not just seniors that this company deals with. It's also families with children, which, if it is not paying taxes, it is using services of the city and the school district. On average, residents' household income is $14,000 a year, based upon, and that again is according to Common Bond, based upon the facts Alderman Ryan and I have provided. Is this, we're asking the question, I'm asking the question, is this the kind of development the city is moving forward with? And I'm gonna repeat, I'm just gonna recite here, Mr. Mayor, something from your campaign literature from the last election. You stated in there, you asked for improved quality of life in Franklin, for more places to shop. You wanted public safety, and you wanted trails and parks. We are delivering these services. And I'll ask, does Common Bond match this campaign rhetoric? That's something for the board, the council to consider. And finally, for your information, JS Online reported on May 12 that the Hales Corners Village Board has voted against rezoning a property proposed for a 40-unit senior apartment development. The decision came after neighbors raised concerns about traffic, stormwater, runoff and declining property values. That's all I have. I've got, if anybody wants backup on this, I do have all the backup.
Anyone else wishing to speak during the citizens' comment?